Don't you think your pet deserves a special treat without all those ingredients you can't pronounce? Your pet deserves the best source of ingredients. I agree. That's why Hound House Treats is established to give your pet the best all-natural handcrafted treats packed with flavor. Try our chicken, turkey, and our pink salmon jerky. These products are 100% natural and USDA certified. It's prepared without no added hormones or steroids, no growth-promoting antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, flavors, or preservatives. Grain-free. Don't cheat your dog nutrients. Treat your dog to a healthy snack at www.houndhousetreats.com.
You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derrick Scott.
And all right, welcome again. Welcome to another show, 2111 Radio Show. I'm your host, Derrick Scott, and I have a special guest here from the West Coast. We're going to get him right up in here. West Coast. Never had a West Coast artist up here, so I'm actually kind of honored that he actually gave us this presence. His name is Sir Will. That's a hell of a fucking name. We're going to get into that right now. What up, bro?
What up?
How's everything going with you, bro?
Man, everything good, bro. I'm blessed, man. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Listen, the first time I actually heard your music was on my man DJ Epps' show. DJ Epps, he played it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's that old school vibe, yo. That was when we was against the wall on the East Coast. I'm not even going front, bro. We was on the wall, bro. You know what I'm saying? But West Coast, it reminded me of the West Coast Connection.
Yeah, man. I grew up on that, man. I love, man, West Coast Connection. Praise your allegiance to the flag, to the rag.
Yeah. Exactly. So tell them where you actually from, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm from Compton. I'm from Compton, California. You know what I'm saying? That's where I get that, you know, that strong West Coast presence from. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, you know, greats come from the city of Compton, but just, you know, out of LA, California, period, is just, you know what I mean? We bred that West Coast growing up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, making records like that, you know, bringing that West Coast sound back is, you know what I mean, was something I was very happy about doing.
Yeah, man. Listen, at this point, like I said, first artist from the West Coast on 2111 Radio Action.
Yeah.
So, salute to you, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I appreciate you coming today. I'm going to ask you a question. How was it growing up in Compton? Because I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
You understand? So this is a different vibe in
Brooklyn.
Compton. It's a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to know a little bit about how you grew up and, you know, how was that for you?
Well, the similarities to where you from in the East Coast is real, you know what I'm saying? You guys just build up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we got front yards and stuff, but the similarities is there as far as it's like very tight knit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody in your neighborhood, you know what I mean? That's Miss Johnson's house. That's the Bird's house. That's the Williams house. That's the Woods house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you grew up. It's very tight knit. So as far as that goes, like, you know, you can get a whooping from your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Your neighbor's mom can give you a whooping. You feel me? So it was very tight knit where I grew up. So it was a lot of fun. We had block parties every year. You know what I mean? We, you know, had barbecues. We had, you know what I mean? It's like that tight knit group is just like how it was everywhere. Now, the bigger difference is you just got, you know, strong gang culture. You know what I'm saying? The gang culture strong. So in reality, for kids like myself growing up, gangbangers were our heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, gangbangers were the people we inspired to be, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not afraid to do it. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a gangbanger because they had the nice cars. You know what I'm saying? They had the sound system when they pulled up. They had all the women. They had the jewelry. They had all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, the drug dealer stuff like that with, you know, what you have in your Brooklyns and things like that. We have here drug dealers too. But, you know, and that's the, you know, that's where it's kind of the same culture-wise is, you know what I mean? You guys that have the gangs like that back then still had your boroughs and stuff like that. Ours was very, you know, gang culture, color, stuff like that. But as a kid, I can't say, you You know what I mean? I was brainwashed some, you know what I mean? You learn that later on in life. But you know what I mean? As a kid, when you're in it, you don't see it that way. You just living life. You going to the corners, you know what I mean, corner store or liquor store, or going out to eat, going to get some pizza, going whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was like normal in that aspect, but we grew up quick, just like y'all did. It was just like you had to know you can't go to this block wearing this, you can't wear this, you can't be over here, stuff like that. So kids, you know what I mean, when we're growing up, we kind of we turn to adults pretty quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you take a kid from Compton or a kid from Brooklyn and you go get somebody from, you know, not throw somebody out of there like Idaho or, you know what I'm saying, or Nebraska, whatever the case may be, they're going to be totally like you still playing with toys and you still living a childhood while I'm listening to Eazy-E and DJ QUIK.
That's right.
Like I'm doing stuff. My mind is totally different at 7, 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, it was all fun with family and kicking it, and you know what I mean, just living life.
Yeah, man. Listen, you know what you said is a mouthful. You understand? But look at you now, man. Look at you. You shining. We're gonna get into that, but you're shining right now. Y'all don't understand. I've been doing my research. He's shining right now. I'm not gonna lie. So, why hip hop?
Easy.
What turned you on to hip hop?
Easy, DJ QUIK.
Salute.
Yeah, when I was a kid, DJ QUIK and my sister. So my sister she's the rap when she was younger too. And when I was a kid, DJ QUIK, we had a block party, like I was saying, every summer in Compton. We had a block party, and DJ QUIK was performing in front of our house. Like literally, the block party was in front of our house. They literally had to plug up their extension cords and stuff into our garage. So like,
that's dope.
Yes. So literally, DJ QUIK pulled up. They pulled up in his white van. I remember it vividly. I was so young, but he pulled up in his white van, hopped out of the van, jumped on top of the van, and started rocking the whole neighborhood. Just like had the whole neighborhood jumping. Wow. And as a kid, looking up at that, I was like, that's what I want to do. That's it. That's what I want to do. Like somebody that could literally rock somebody and just everybody in the whole hood attention. It wasn't no fighting. It wasn't no nothing that night. It was just like everybody's attention was on QUIK, men, female, didn't matter. So when I saw that, I was like, that's me right there.
That's that California love. For real. I get it. I definitely get it, yo. For real. We have those moments. I'm not even go front. We had those moments back in New York. So I know exactly what you're talking about. But you had DJ QUIK. You understand? Ain't nobody came to our block like that. You know what I'm saying? If anybody came to our block, they wasn't homegrown. You know, so for somebody like DJ QUIK to even put himself out there to say, you know, I want to do something in the neighborhood, that's dope.
Yeah, so, it was crazy.
Matter of fact, you know, salute to him. I'm about to give him a hand clap for that because that's dope for the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Dope for the kids, yo. You know. You that was an era where people, you know, respected the older guys.
Yep.
You understand? The young kids, they see people that they idolize. Now it's like, I don't know, it's different. They see an older guy now and he's shining, they want to rob him most likely.
Yeah.
You understand?
Crazy.
There's no more respect for the OGs. There's no more respect for us. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because at the end of the day, you know, everybody's still learning. You know what I'm saying? There was no instructions. You understand? So that's what's up. So how was it? How many brothers and sisters? You have brothers and sisters?
Yep. So I got an older sister and an older brother. I'm the baby. So
oh wow.
You know, I was the hard-headed one growing up because you know, my brother and sister, they didn't do what I said. I was telling. So
no doubt.
You know what I mean?
I'm the youngest too, so I get it. Yes.
Yep. So I was telling my mom's baby. So I was telling you what I was saying. And you know, me and my mom had us so far apart. My sister's like she's 12 years older than me. And my brother's 7 years older than me. So
so you was the baby for a minute.
Yeah, the baby for real. So once I was a teenager, my brother and them, they was driving already. So you had to drive me wherever I wanted to go. I'm telling you know what I'm saying?
So I can only imagine. Yes. Yep. They did not like that.
No, they did.
You was definitely in charge. You were definitely in charge.
Facts. My brother was I call him Ricky from Boys in the Hood because he was so good at football.
No,
he was made for it. Like he was He was like the top running back in the state of California for a minute when he was in high school. So he was always head on straight A's with the college straight A's. He always had that. He was always beyond it. So it helped me growing up to stay out of trouble because I had such a good role model in my brother.
Yes. Salute to your brother. Matter of fact, I don't give these hand claps that damn often, but that deserved one because, man, a lot of people, you get along with your family, and that's a good thing because a lot of big brothers, they want to do what they want, and they don't feel that they're role models. But, he did something for you that you ain't going to never forget. And look at you now. Like I said, at the end of the day, he has to be one of the proudest cats on the planet right now.
Yeah, he tell me all the time.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you're definitely doing your thing. So we're going to get into music. So I heard you actually made music with a legendary producer named, I think, Rhyme D.
Rhythm D.
Yeah. I've heard of him. And I've heard of him. I definitely heard of him. So how did that happen?
So long story short, Rhythm D's my cousin.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's but the thing is, like, it was nothing handed to me for him being my cousin because he's been famous. He's been working with legends. Like, he produced real Compton City G's for Eazy-E. He's
no doubt.
He produced for Snoop Dogg for years. He's in Tupac's book. He's produced for Tupac. He's, what I mean? He grew up with Battle Cat and DJ QUIK. Like, these dudes, they all came up together at the same time. So he's been famous and doing stuff with big people even before I was born. So coming up, when I was rapping and trying to get on, like, my other cousin would, tell him about me and stuff like that. But he had other stuff to do. He didn't have time messing with his little cousin, you know what I'm saying? When he,
exactly,
and stuff like that. But the more I grew, you know what I'm saying, him hearing some of my stuff, one of my cousins was like, listen, your little cousin is he nice. Like he not, you know what I mean? He's nice. Like, you need to do something. And then he sent me a couple records. And after he sent me a couple records, I sent them right back like 2 days later. He was like, okay, now you know what I mean, you working. Long story short, he ended up being out living. He lives in LA sometime or he in Atlanta. He used to work with Bone Crusher back when Bone Crusher was popping. He worked with
no doubt.
A long time. So he stayed in Atlanta that whole time. So he was like, all right, you need to come out to Atlanta. You need to know people out here anyway. Come out here. Let's work on something. And we did Wait Up.
What? Yo, he did. Hold on, he produced Wait Up for real?
Yeah, so it's produced by Rhythm D. And then another legendary. I'm not trying to gloat, but it's so
you don't have to. Nah,
it's so many fans on that record that I'm proud to talk about it. Like,
talk about it.
He's on it. And then we got Bobby Keys. Bobby Keys is up-and-comer. He's part of the Loopholes, who is responsible for Moneybagg Yo's Waukesha. They produced Moneybagg Yo's Scorpio. They're on DJ Khaled's last album, the song with Lotto and the City Girls. They produced that. So these dudes are really blowing up. So it's produced by Rhythm D and Bobby Keys. They collaborated. That's why you got that West Coast. But you also have in the hook, you got that little bounce that's there too, because it's them two collaborating together.
No doubt.
Then it was A&R. We got to in Rhythm D made that play because he's known him forever. It's A&R by L.A. Reid Jr., which is L.A. Reid.
Oh, wow. No doubt.
Yeah, man. I got to be in the studio, and I tell people this all the time. There's a difference between somebody making a beat and making a record. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So
yes, it is.
We sitting in the room, Rhythm D's cooking up that boom, 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 that classic West Coast. Then you got Bobby Keys putting that bounce in the hook, and I watched it, and it's all tailor-made to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's when you get a record. And then I'm sitting there writing the record, but then you got, somebody like Tone, L.A. Reid Jr. in there like, oh yeah, that's dope. Like, keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that bounce. And then my manager name is Tony Renee. She got a very good ear for music too. And we was just all in there, and it was just a collaborative. So that's why I think the record came out so big.
Man, listen. See, you done put me in a segue. I was gonna play that last. I'm not even gonna lie. But the segue to Wait Up, all jokes aside, I'm gonna have to let these people hear it. I'm sorry, I got the music video. So it's more. This video is so dope, yo. Introduce the song, and we're gonna play it, and then we'll come back with my man Sir Will.
Yeah,
so,
hey, this is Sir Will. My video, Wait Up. Ugh.
Let's get it.
Oh, hey, how you doing? How's it going? What y'all be having today? Let me get the half pound of pulled chicken. Pulled chicken? Yeah, and let me do the fried chicken sticks. Fried chicken sticks. Alright, and then for the lady? Yeah, she want a chicken breast or a salad? Something clean?
No, because you know I like to eat. I'm gonna do half a pound of brisket. Definitely gonna do half a pound of shrimp fried. And then I'm gonna do baked beans, smoked mac and cheese, seasoned waffle fries, definitely some greens. Keep a little extra butter in there for me. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do country potato salad.
Damn.
What? I'm just trying to get my weight up.
Gotta get your weight up, nigga, don't play round me. Everything I smash AP. Step up in the game, looking round, all eyes on me. I remember when I started low key. Homie, never play us. This rap shit is easy like a layup. Never stay down long, I'm way up. Riding in the whip with a chick whose name I can't pronounce. I just spend it, I ain't checking my account. Lil' nigga, get your weight up. Crazy on my little shoe gang. She hopped up in the whip, my boot thing. Started out in Louis Balenciaga. She just like the two names. It ain't nothing to a nigga that's loose change. California nigga, brown spicy on the beat. Counted 24 G's, nigga, right below my seat. Ride dolo by myself and I don't need it next to me. If that Nina shit don't work, then I got Jesus on alert. Baby, tell me how you want it. Is it icy when you touch me? I'm bringing home another chick like, baby, you still love me? I'm running up the price, dead nigga, take it from me. I'm a handsome ass nigga, but in a second it get ugly. I don't got no playtime, I chase 100 mil with my words to the beat. Baby, tell me how you feel. Sitting on 26 inches, ain't no scratches on the wheel. All my stakes is market price, and nigga, that's before the deal. Gotta get your weight up, nigga, don't play round me. Everything I smash AP. Step up in the game, looking round, all eyes on me. I remember when I started low key. Homie, never play us. This rap shit is easy like a layup. Never stay down long, I'm way up. Riding in the whip with a chick whose name I can't pronounce. I ain't spend it, I ain't checking my account. Lil' nigga, get your weight up. How many times do I gotta show you niggas I'm the truth and it's insane? How many times do you never read the sign that's
Y'all can hear me now?
I can
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I had a lot of technical difficulties right there. What in the world? We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that little lady. I think the bass then took my system out. I don't know. It was crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna play that a little later. I'm trying to get this connect together. That I haven't seen nothing like that in a minute. Like what the bass? What the hell? So yeah, so you had all those collabs on that beat, man. How did it feel really being in there with those legends, yo?
Man, it was surreal. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get, you know what I'm saying, too nervous about stuff, but I was nervous on the plane.
Wow.
We was flying out there, you know, because a lot of my music I've created by myself, you know, in my room or in the studio by myself or just vibing out, stuff like that. So it was dope to see, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was more nervous about the fact of how it's going to be with all the different energy in the room. You know what I'm saying? To kind of see how, you know, we would bounce off each other. And, you know, even though that's my cousin, you know, I hadn't hung out with him or seen him since I was a kid. You know, it's been years since we've connected in person. So it was just a little nervous about that. But once, you know what I'm saying, we start, you know, chopping it up and talking and laughing, having a good time, you know what I mean? It felt, you know, family felt like family right away. So once that, you know, the music started going on, man, the vibes was all good. Even the engineer, you know, Denver Moon, man, he, you know, he got platinum plaques from, you know, from records from Dirk to King Von to all kind of platinum plaques he got, man. So it was a great experience.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Because again, you growing up in this industry, because that's basically what this sounds like. You grew up in the industry, and so it happens that you had a connection like your cousin, and you know the people that surrounded you was mad positive because nobody tried to jerk you. You know, this industry is real shifty, and what can happen? They could get a young man like yourself, and they could make you sign some paperwork, and they ain't gonna have to tell you anything. And then next thing you know, you went platinum, but you only got like $60 in your bank account,
right?
You know, so salute to those legends that actually paved the way for you, and you know, still connected with you and doing your thing. So, I'm gonna ask you this: so, influences. You said DJ QUIK, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions about the top. Give me your top 5 artists.
Top 5. Woo. So QUIK is up there. So I'm gonna start from 5. I'm gonna start from 1 up. So I say number 1 of all time for me. Of course, it's easy for me to say. I would say DJ QUIK is my number 1 of all time. Number 2, I'm gonna go Pac. Number 3, I'm gonna go Nas. Number 4, I'm gonna go Hove.
Oh shit.
And then number 5, I'm gonna go Twista.
Damn. Okay.
I always throw people out with that Twista one.
Yeah, you kind of messed me up with that with Twista. I ain't gonna lie. But salute to everybody that you named because they're all legends. And you know, when I hear you, when I first heard this song, Wait Up, I thought Ice Cube.
Yeah, I get that.
Soon as I heard this, I was like, yo, is that Ice Cube? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you know, so I get that.
Yo, man, listen, now you already know him and the West Side Connection, man, listen, the lynch mob, listen.
Yeah.
We wasn't trying to mess with those cats, yo. But Ice Cube always had love in New York, bro. We love, man, listen. What?
Cube right there outside. He right there outside of my top 5. So he in the top 10,
yeah.
though, for sure.
Yeah, man, definitely. So again, West Coast. Have you ever been to New York?
Nope.
On the East?
Literally, I haven't been and what's crazy, what's dope is it's about to be time because like what people don't know is Wait Up, if you run the numbers on Wait Up, I got a lot of spins in New York on the East Coast. I was getting a lot of love from New York from I have a guy his name DJ P Dub. He's at 105.1 The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I tapped in with him last year when I was first releasing Wait Up, and he was spinning it on 105.1. Then he got Sus One was spinning it on Hip Hop Nation. You know what I mean? Gray Rizzy, you know what I mean? It was a bunch of people from the East Coast that I tapped in with that was giving love. So like I know that trip is coming and I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make that run. I'm trying to go, 105.1. I'm trying to go Hot 97. I'm trying to go, mess with Sway at Shade 45.
Sway in the morning.
Yeah. I'm trying to make that run all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to line it up so that when I'm in New York, I'm getting busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, listen, you gotta line these things up because again, you're gonna get on one of those runs where 10 minutes later you gotta go somewhere else. Yep. 20 minutes later, you got to be this place. So, yeah, you definitely got to line all that up. Definitely. So, that being said, well, for those who don't know, he's definitely on 2111 radio and getting a lot of spins. So, over here, I have to say, your song played 7 times today and the day ain't over yet.
Yay.
So, I don't know what they doing, but I know what 2111 radio is doing for my man, Sir Wells.
Thank you. That's a blessing.
The people have spoken over here because we definitely have like a panel of people that vote for songs. You understand? And that's how the top 20 come along. So for you to be on there for like, I think a month, for you to even be on that list, I'm telling you right now, it usually don't happen like that. So salute to you. That song, I'm telling you, you brought back the West Coast with that. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, we love Kendrick Lamar, bro. Trust me, we love Snoop. But you brought something back with that vibe, bro. That is really like my day. Like, don't. What? Listen, I'm about to tell you, bro. Yo, for real. When I first heard it, my man was like, yo, go to DJ Epps. I said, what are you talking about? He said, go to the show, listen to this song, and I'm listening. And I think they DM you right away and say, yo, we need that.
That's love. Yeah, they did. That was love.
I told him, go get him. Go get it. We gonna put that on 2111 for real. So yeah, that song. So you have another song. Matter of fact, let's talk about your new single about to come out. If I'm not mistaken, I've been checking your page. I've been checking it out. And you got something come out this Friday, correct?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Yeah, man. Like I said, when I made my way out to Atlanta, I got to, meet with a few good people out there. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the good people, introduced me to Drummer Boy. Which like, man, I tell you, like, I could, I'm not even, I can't even say I'm an artist first. I'm a fan first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan first of this music. So, Drummer Boy, man, like, for what he did with 2 Chainz, Waka, what he did with, Young Dolph, Jeezy, like, his resume is insane. So
it is.
Like, when I was nervous when I got on the phone with him, and I'm like talking to him like, bro, this is Drummer Boy on the phone. And
no doubt.
Told me like, hey, I want to you need to come out here to Atlanta and let's work. And he's like, I need you here for at least 3 days. We gonna knock out some music. And we got together, and no lie, we knocked out like 6 songs in 2 days.
Ooh, that's what I'm
just
talking about.
Like, you know what I mean? And he's so down to earth, so cool. So, you know what I mean? Like, we did it strategically. That Wait Up came out first because we needed that strong West Coast. Presence needed to be felt. But this next record is, you know what I mean? I'm not tooting my own horn. It's dope too, and it got a dope feeling. And it's a dope feeling to get somebody from the South, making a beat for a West Coast dude and seeing us mold something together. So yeah, the song that drops Friday, man, it's strategic. Wait up! I'm telling people, you need to get your weight up. You need to get out there, grind, do what you got to do, whatever, whether that's money, whatever it is. And now this one has a meaning too. It's called By Any Means. So now, you know what I mean? This one is produced by Drum Boys, By Any Means. And now this one is telling you like success is, failure is we not failing. Like, it's not an option. You got to get it by any means. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm excited for this record as well. Like, Wait Up is still going to keep doing what it's doing. But I'm excited to, you know what I mean, drop something else with such another legendary producer.
Salute to that. That's dope. Yo, I wanted to make sure I get that because I saw it the other day. I said, oh, I was going to ask, can we get the exclusive? But if it was Friday, we would have been having the exclusive right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. Like, I got, like, if you look, I rock with y'all for real. I would have gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? I would have gave it to you. I promise. Soon after we get off this call, I'm gonna email over the EPK for By Any Means, so you have it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I appreciate
have it early. I got you.
I love the exclusives, man. And we get a lot of exclusive up here, so that's dope. I can definitely appreciate that. And Friday, 12 o'clock, is going to be loaded.
Yep, and the video's dropping too, so it drops same day. I always consistently try to drop the visual the same day that the record drops.
Smart, man.
So the video's dope. It's shot in Atlanta, so it's showing. I like it because it's like what we wanted to create. Was so dope about the video is that we wanted to recreate like how it was when I did the record. Like, so create me hopping on the plane, create me in the room working with Drummer Boy on the record, and then just basically going throughout the city, driving around. Like, so we recreated, actually how we created the record.
No doubt. That's dope. Damn. Okay, I'm definitely waiting to hear that. Like,
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I thank you. I appreciate it. Don't worry, you'll hear it tonight.
No doubt. You already know. So yeah, so now I'm gonna try. Listen, we're gonna try to get this song. If this song start messing up, I'm gonna have to shut it down because it's a connection. It's not your video. It's a Wi-Fi connection that's acting up. But we're gonna try to get this. And the name of this song, if I'm not mistaken, let's see what you
Moment of Truth.
Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth. What? Talk to me about that. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about it after it come on. After it leave. But Moment of Truth by Sir Will. We're gonna get that up here and see what happens. All right. Wish us luck. Let's go. Let's get it.
What y'all boys doing out here? Y'all trying to race?
Us? What we racing for then?
You're a win.
How many bars it take you to get to the top and you don't wanna stop? How many niggas you gotta go murder, they hate it, they like you or not? That jealousy, envy, waiting around and slither and moving your spot. I'm hearing the creeping, the fake in the front, and I love it, I like it a lot. How many bars that these niggas need? I'm lying, I'm fucking the truth. How many ways can I feel a shade? Y'all niggas don't know what to do. I'm running the waves, I'm moving the waves. You love me like I'm Uncle Luke. I'm digging their graves, I'm learning your ways, I'm shining my moment of truth. Yeah, boy, sick nigga, I'm sick with it. Flow cold, been vicious. When I rap, shit hit different. When I talk, she hit listen. When I park, it's a foreign in it. Backed it in, I was cold with it. Almost scraped the rim cause the window's tinted. Riding around with like two bitches. One chick I went to school with her. The other chick, she my main bitch and she like girls, so she cool with her. Iced out, say fuego. 10 toes when I say so. Grinding hard, I don't play dough. The money talks cause I say so. Stacking chips like Legos. SS with the paint glows. My time has been here. You other niggas, you could die slow. Stepped out, but I ride slow. Phone foes call it Mike Jones. In this bitch with my ISO. I dare nigga that had a wrong tone. Fuck, I'm feeling way too advised. The devil keep telling me lies. Yeah. I got that thing on my side. These niggas won't take me alive. No way. I'm going straight to the top. You wanna follow me now? Okay. Bottle the trenches of slums and I made it out and I'm feeling like Olay. How many bars it take you to get to the top and you don't wanna stop? How many niggas you gotta go murder, they hate it, they like you or not? That jealousy, envy, waiting around and slither and moving your spot. I'm hearing the creeping, the fake in the front, and I love it, I like it a lot. How many bars that these niggas need? I'm lying, I'm fucking the truth. How many ways can I feel a shade? Y'all niggas don't know what to do. I'm running the waves, I'm moving the waves. You love me like I'm Uncle Luke. I'm digging their graves, I'm learning your ways, I'm shining my moment of truth.
Look, all I do is real boss shit, and I know they know it. All these niggas do is cap, boy, we ain't going for it. Team up a couple points, you can check the scoreboard. All of my niggas on top, but we came from the floorboard. Yeah, I remember I was broken, I needed some help, it was no one there. Yeah, I remember I was down on my dick and I noticed ain't no one care. Yeah, I done came up with some spots and a regular nigga wasn't going there. Yeah, but if he did walk in his kitchen, he see us a whole lot of snow in here. Rags to riches, I get money and put it on top of some money. I'm stacking up cash on niggas. And I promise my kids that we not gonna be broke, so you know that I had to go get it. Boy, I keep a utensil inside of this foreign that hold like 30 up in it. If he tryna get dirty, I'm with it. Try and make me $1 million a minute. Yeah, Gucci my shoes, they know I'm the shit. And bitches be wanting to kick it. Yeah, want me to lay up and try to make love, but really I just wanna quick it. Yeah, they bitches fucking and niggas is hating. That's why these niggas don't feel me. That's why these niggas won't kill me. Yeah.
How many bars it take you to get to the top and you don't wanna stop? How many niggas you gotta go murder, they hate it, they like you or not? That jealousy, envy, waiting around and slither and moving your...
That's fire, yo. Oh, I heard that the other day. I was like, what in the world is boy doing? All right, damn. That's hot right there. Who's that? Who is that on there with you?
Yeah, man. So I moved out to Phoenix. So I live out in Phoenix now. Phoenix.
Oh, get out.
And Judge the Boss, that's who's on the record with me. He's actually he's a legend out here in Phoenix.
Okay.
It was years ago. He when Amari Stoudemire used to play for the Suns.
No doubt.
Amari, of course, New York, you know what I'm saying? But before he went to the Knicks, he was out where the Suns, he was trying to, put, local artists on the music scene. And they literally did like a contest, and it was thousands of artists out here that you know, basically what they were doing, they would go to the, you know, perform. And then feels like every couple weeks or whatever, they kept knocking more and more artists off till it got to the top one. And Judge the Boss, he actually won over thousands of artists out here in Phoenix. And he consistently put out music for a while out here. And you know what I mean? Like I said, he's a legend out here in Phoenix. And of course, you know, when I start making my run, me being out here, I had to make sure that, you know what I mean, I collaborated with one of the legends out here in Phoenix, since this is where I'm at. And you know what I mean? He like a brother to me now. Like, you know what I mean? We super close. So I got that beat. I wrote the hook and the verse. I sent it to him. And I was just like, hey, bro, like, I need this. I need you on here. He heard it and he hit me back. He heard it. He didn't even text me, he called me. He was like, this shit hard.
Yeah,
he's like, thank you. He like, thank you. You gave me one where all I got to do is write a 16. So
yeah, heard.
It was, you know what I mean? It was dope to get him on it because he's dope. Check him out, everybody. His name Judge the Boss. He's nice.
Whoa, he definitely came with it. But damn, your cadence. Now I'm about to get into cadences because is you a hip hop head by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, that's good because you know usually I ask this question. A lot of people don't get it. So far, I had 3 people that got this question and gave me a dope answer. So
okay.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Okay, you've been listening to hip hop for a while, right? Give me your 5 best cadence artists of hip hop.
Ludacris. He's probably my number 1.
Ooh.
Twista, of course, because
of course, yes.
You know, he's you know what I mean. He's top. And then the last one.
You got 3 more.
Oh, you said top 5?
Yeah.
Oh, Nas.
Nothing like it.
It ain't like it, he recreated, you know, and then I would say you can't, if you go Nas, you have to say Rakim. So you have to say Rakim. Rakim is he's up higher, but he's in there. There's no particular order, but Rakim. And I got one more, right?
Yeah, one more.
What's one more? I would say cadence wise. I would say. Well, I would probably take it. I would say he created the whole drag slur, Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah, there it is. All right, nice. That's a nice list, and they all different. That's the dope part. They're all different in different cultures, different coasts. That's crazy.
The cadence is just it like back in the day. You know what I mean? And when I say this, I don't not music now,
no doubt.
But back in the day, that cadence, like you knew who that person was.
Oh yeah.
It hit like you would like. I remember listening to songs and you would look at the feature list and it would, let's say, it'd have like, I remember it was a Lil Jon song, and it was like not mistaken. It was like Jadakiss was on it, Ice Cube was on it. And I forgot who else was on it, but it was a Lil Jon song and it had like 3 or 4 features. And I just remember that song so vividly because I remember how each person sounded so different on that same beat. So that's what's so dope about how music was before, was that artist, when it's still some artists like that now, don't get me wrong, but when that artist jumped on that beat, it could be the same beat, but they came off so different that they just left their stamp on it. Whereas now, it's a lot of artists come out, you know, they come out trendy, so they come out the same way, the same cadence as the other person. Like,
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I'm not knocking. I rock with Young Thug and I rock with Gunna. I'm just using it as an example that, like, there's some songs that, you know, I've heard where the cadence is like, it could have been
similar.
It could have been the same person could have did that record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that cadence is so important that, like, it really can stand you out if you really, you know, if you really have a presence when you on the record.
No doubt. That was one of the best answers I've gotten. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's funny. It's funny because Nas hit everybody's list.
Yeah, because I say if you keep it 1,000 after Rakim, I think Nas took Rakim's style and flavor and took it to the next level, to where how Nas rap, he was so ahead. Like I can't even think like his what year was, I mean, how old was Nas when he dropped what's it the first album? What is it? I can't think right now.
I forgot the name of the damn album. All I know, I'm from New York and I should know the damn album. But anyway, let me tell you, I think he was like 19. So
you get what I'm saying? Like he took
mad young.
He took that sound and he took it to a new level. So once you heard that, even like a great like Jay-Z had to respect it, because like I'm a real hip hop head. Like I know Jay-Z used to rap fast. He was a real fast rapper, right? But he found out like he couldn't resonate with the fans as much because of how he was doing it. So even when Nas slowed it down like that and it made you listen to every single word in a certain storyteller fashion, Jay-Z had to respect it. Like, man, he even knew like this is where New York music is going. Illmatic.
That's it. Yeah.
So he knew this is where it was going. So Nas is you know what I'm saying? Like without Nas, it's like
exactly. He is kind of hip hop. He's hip hop. You got to name Nas.
Yeah,
you definitely. So what people don't know is, I know you're a hip hop head, but people don't understand. You're right about the Jay-Z situation. He was a speed rapper, and it didn't work. He didn't get signed to Atlantic. He didn't get signed to nobody. He had to bring the music out on his own.
Yep.
You understand? And that's the crazy part. So for the young artists that don't know, somebody like Jay-Z can't get signed. Don't look to get signed. Look to do it independent and make them come to you.
100%. When they come to you, that bag is totally different.
You know? Exactly. Because they will rob you blind. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, let me tell you something. I'm sitting up here and I wanted to ask you this question because, like I said, you're a hip hop head.
Yep.
And I want you to think about it for a second.
Okay.
If you could have a dream collaboration with one hip hop artist right now, who would it be? You only got one.
Dream,
like something like it's going to take you at least a week to even write it because that person is so influential. Like that's one of the people that you like really want to hear. Yes,
I would say. Dang, and that's a good point. You don't want to write that quick either. You want to take your time.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
It's a couple ways I can go with it, because if I go Dr. Dre, I get somebody that's gonna produce the record too.
It's smart, huh?
If I go Dre, like, because if I get that dope artist, we still got to find production. So, but if I go Dre, I can kill two birds with one stone. Like
one stone.
Get Dre, he's gonna have his flavor on it, and I can have record. I mean, his rapping on it. I'm gonna say, and I think the collaboration just gonna be crazy because I'm homegrown too. I would say Dre.
Exactly. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me be around the floor. Now, let me tell you something. Either you seen my show before or you just really smart. Because I asked that question to people and they name somebody not thinking that they need a producer. It's just you're going to go in and you name somebody that's a rapper and a producer that you know Dre is not just going to rap on it. He's going to most likely produce it. So it's the smartest.
Sure it's perfect.
He's going to make sure it's perfect. He's going to make sure it's perfect because he's a perfectionist. You know,
only thing with Dre, though, he might do a record and he might not never put it out.
See, I've heard, we all heard, he got so much music that he's never even put out that he just, you know what, never mind. I don't want it. And it's like, what?
Yep.
So you already know his vision is for the future. He can actually stop doing music right now and still bring music out that's
100%.
dope. Like he could just keep doing it, So salute to Dr. Dre, man.
Right.
And salute to the West Coast. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because at the end of the day, I hear a lot of independent music, but I don't hear a lot of West Coast from the back in the days music. And when that Wait Up came on, bro, me and Epps was like, what the hell? This man came in here with some fire. He kept playing it. I think he played like 3 times that night.
Yeah,
he was just going in. He was going in, and I was like, the song is dope. I'm going to try to play it at the end of this. At least I could get them to look at it at the end because we definitely having some technical difficulties. But this was a dope interview. I really got to get to know Sir Will, the person, before I talked about the music. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want the people to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a dope person. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. I've heard you've been giving back. Talk to us about that.
I try, man. Like right now, like my goal is to kind of educate the youth like that have similar backgrounds for mine on the importance of credit.
Right.
Like I feel that like when I was young, when you know what I mean, like you basically a product of your environment and how you're raised is kind of what you kind of mold yourself after till you learn differently. But when I was a kid,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying, like if my mom could pay a bill or my dad could pay a bill, which happens, it happened a lot growing up. We
all the time.
They creditors call, they'd be like, put it on my credit. You know what I mean? Like put it on my credit, hang up the phone. Right. Yeah. So me hearing that so much, I think that, it's stuck in my head. Like when I was, getting older into my adult years, like, all right, you know what I mean? Like credit ain't that important. You know what I'm saying? Like just put it on my credit. So I think, once I got to the, a certain stage, I got in real estate, I got in mortgages. That's where I kind of, made my money was in real estate, working in mortgages, finance background when I came out here to Phoenix. And once I learned how important credit is and like how I can get one person that can get a $300,000 house, but I can get another person with a $400,000, $500,000 house, and they have the same exact payment as the person with a $300,000 house. Like once I learned that, you know what I'm saying? Or I learned if I can go buy this car, walk into the dealership, get this car, and I don't put nothing down, or I can walk into this dealership and I got to put $10,000 down and my payment is still higher than the person who put nothing down. Like once I learned that kind of information, you know what I mean? I've been trying to find different ways to educate people that come from my background on like how important it is. I don't understand after all the time why this information isn't like mandatory in schools, period. Like there should be information that is like, it should be a class on credit and on how important it is. Like it should be something all kids should have to understand and know, not just the privileged ones or the people that are in different situations where parents actually teach their kids this stuff. So like I've been trying to find ways to kind of give back to giving that information where it's just kids that I know, where it's my nephew who now is in real estate now, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Look, my goal literally is to get to a point to where I'm going to maybe schools or going to, you know what I mean, boys and girls clubs or different things like that, where I can actually talk to kids that come from similar backgrounds about how important like credit is and stuff like that. Like that's where I want to get to.
No. Never in a million years that I thought you was going to talk about that. For real, that just came out of nowhere. I'm literally serious. I'm sitting here like, wow, we talk about credit all the time in my family, and it's one of the most important things because I don't know how old you is, but you can see that I'm older than you. And back in the days, what they used to do, the reason our credit is so bad is because our parents are struggling. So what they
put it in our names.
Put it in your name. They put it in your name. You don't even know because the struggle was so serious that if you had a lot of kids, that telephone bill or that light bill would be in each kid's name. Now they owe. You understand?
No. They my dad did it to my brother. He had to learn the hard way, and it sucked too. My brother and my father got the same name, so it was easy.
Oh no, yes it is.
That's why I thank God I'm not a junior. Thank God I'm not a junior. So I had to watch it with my older brother when he went off to college. Just a quick story. He went out to college. Like I said, he was, he got a full ride football scholarship. He went to Arizona State. That's how I ever even ended up knowing about Arizona ever coming here, because he got a full ride to ASU, Arizona State, as a running back. And I remember he went to, there was a bunch of kids, and they they have like these little stands, and they have these, like little boards and stuff like that, and they're telling you to apply for credit cards. And he goes apply for credit cards, and all his friends are there, and they're, at the school, they're doing it. And all his friends, a couple weeks later, all getting credit cards in the mail, like, oh, you're approved. And my brother was denied. And he's like trying to figure out, like, man, why is my friend get their credit cards and everybody's approved? And then he had that conversation. He called my dad, and my dad was like, son, I'm sorry to tell you, but that last apartment that we couldn't pay the rent on was in your name, like yada yada yada. So it sucks, but I know exactly what you're talking about, because I grew up on that.
Exactly. And the sad part is, parents don't mean it, man. We trying to survive, man. 100%. At the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? So it's definitely was a struggle. It's still a struggle to this day. People are still doing it, but 100%. Credit, young kids, I'm older, and they didn't have no credit. They didn't talk about credit in school.
Yep.
You understand? And that's one class that needs to be taught. You understand? A lot of these athletes, like LeBron James, he has a school. I guarantee you there's a credit department in that school.
I hope so. Better be King James.
You heard, for real. You know what I'm saying? But that's a subject that I would like to actually bring you back on, if you don't mind.
Yeah, because man. I don't mind. I looked at, like, doing mortgages, I looked at credit reports all damn day. That's all I looked at. That's
what I'm talking about. Because at this point, if I could have a segment, like I said, I'm looking for content. So if I could have a segment on credit, mortgages, different things like you do, I could have a couple of people up here, and we go really get into the fact of the matter of that not teaching this stuff in school. And
I'm down with that for sure.
You understand? So we're definitely going to get that done. But listen, it's been a pleasure. Do you realize it's been an hour? Did it feel that way?
It does, because it's been, what I'm saying, I was looking forward to it, and you got good questions, and when it's just a genuine conversation, it just flies.
Yeah. It just flew. I'm telling you, it flew by quick. I'm like, damn, can he stay a little longer? I'm like, damn. But anyway, I'm definitely, it's been an honor for you to be here, man. For you to come, and we've been looking forward to this, because again, the guy that I work with said he hit you up the same night and got you the same night. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
And that was he was like, yo, you need. I said, what? Because I'm the program director, so the music comes to me. Once the music comes to me, I listen to it, get a vibe. As soon as I heard that, just like I said, wait up. I'm going to tell you, bro, Ice Cube hit me straight in my mouth. Like, wait a minute. That sounds like Ice Cube. Like, what is going on? And it's just an infectious and dope song, man. And people definitely need to check my man Sir Will out, because he's on 2111 radio all the time. If you pump up, listen, at this point, like I explained to people, you get the 365 live app, broadcast app, and you look for 2111 radio. I guarantee you probably hear his song right now. It's crazy. You understand? Because we definitely been getting a lot of feedback from that song, and I'm quite sure it's going to get up on the charts, because I think you on the chart now, but I think it's going to get in the top, at least the top 5.
Thank you. Like, I appreciate that, man. And shout out again, DJ Epps.
Yeah, man.
I went to Miami, actually. I was in Miami for this conference. And it was some people there. DJ Epps was the DJ of the event, and they start giving the mic to people, bro. I was like Epps.
What?
I was like, Epps, throw on this record and give me the mic, bro, and let me go from there. And that's when I knew, like you said earlier, like the West Coast sound is, you know what I mean? It's been missing as far as that old school sound. We was in Miami, and there's a bunch of down south people there, and so that beat came on, even they start feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I got to perform for Trina when I was out there. I got to do a lot of stuff. So once and DJ Epps, he a man of his word, like he heard it, and he was like, he just heard me performing it, and he was like, hey, you know what I mean? Give me the record. You know, we gonna start spinning it. And so shout out to him.
Yeah, man, that's my guy. That's my guy. I'm not even gonna front. I met him a couple of months ago, and it's crazy how we connected. It's a crazy story, but we connected, and now that's my guy. And hopefully, like I said, he did a Valentine's Day mix on 2111 radio. Shit was crazy. People went crazy. The women basically went crazy because he did a really good job. So we're gonna try to get him back at least once a week.
Nice.
Once or twice a week. So you'll probably see some of that information coming up real soon because we're in negotiations as we speak. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, at the end of the day, you're a dope artist. I'm proud of you. And you know, I can only see things getting better for you. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you and your team, because you gotta have a strong team. Gotta have a strong team if you're gonna get in this business, and you definitely got a good team.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I already got the composed email box open. So soon you hang up, I had a new EPK in the inbox.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe we can get 2 songs in the top 10. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you never know. Let me tell you, one artist have done it before. Her name is Finesse Banks. She's a music producer. She got music out, and she's the only one so far that I can recall that actually had 2 songs in the top 10.
Dope.
So you might break it. I don't know. You might break it because
let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely that'll definitely be on 2111 radio Friday. Matter of fact, what is Saturday morning 12 o'clock? I think
it's actually Thursday at midnight. Thursday at midnight.
Okay, so it'll definitely be that night then. Midnight, I'm gonna load it up and put it up there. And you know, it's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate you coming through. And I'm definitely having you come back. We're gonna definitely chop it up about the credit. And I thank everybody for showing up tonight. We actually been live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like Twitter, it's a couple of people. Yeah, it's been people from Twitter's up here, and people been in the audience just shouting you out, loving this West Coast vibe. I definitely need to bring them back because I definitely need some West Coast music on my platform, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. And you just kind of nailed that shit. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna play the video at the end. Hopefully it'll play. But salute to everybody for showing up, and thanks again, man. And we're gonna get with Wait Up right now. We're gonna get that. It's lined up right now. Hopefully we can play that all the way to the end. All right, bro?
All right.
All right, so we're going to get it up. Wait Up. It's coming up next. And you stay back.
What y'all be having today? Let me get the half pound of pulled chicken. Pulled chicken? Yeah, and let me do the fried chicken sticks. Fried chicken sticks. All right, man, for the lady? Yeah, she want a chicken breast or salad? You know, some